Uh-oh. Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Temple Man Namis. Temple Man. Temple Man. Good Lord. Temple Man. Temple Man. Yahweh. He is my pa. Be reading these scriptures. Giving you hot showers. Yah said attack. I'm like, Roger that. Just hand me the strap. Laying niggas on backs. Tempo man. Tempo man. My face be glowing from sipping and fountains. Niggas be frowning. I always be clowning. Y'all is my friend. Our best friend is y'all. TK my fire. Shalom, 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 shalom. Trey Tail, Torah Nice, about to bring you another video and lesson about, this was going to be about the death and resurrection. So let's just get into it. Not going to waste your time. I'm going to give you the fire, heat, rock, line upon line. The Holy Spirit. Let's go to Ezekiel 37. Get that up. Ezekiel 37, verse 1. All right, 7 to 14. All right. Let's get some of these Torah up in ya, the Torah waters. All right. One moment. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and I was prophesying. There was a noise, a rattling sound. And the bones came together, bone to bone. I looked, and tendons and flesh appeared on them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Then Yahweh said to me, prophesy to the breath, prophesy, son of man, and say it, and say to it, this is what Yahweh says, come, breath from the four winds, and breathe into these slain that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath entered into them. They came to life and stood up on their feet, a vast army. Then he said to me, son of man, these bones are the people of Israel. They say our bones are dried up, and our hope is gone. We are cut off. Therefore, prophesy and say to them what Yahweh says. My people, I'm going to open your graves and bring you up from them. I will bring you up to the land of Israel. Right? And my people will know I'm Yahweh. So he's talking to me, right? To tell you, trying to learn, right? To get to that third level at temple, man, right? Right. For the first resurrection. We'll get deep into that. That's the first resurrection, right? When you hear that calling and you listen and you hear it. Everywhere you go, you breathe it now, right? Your eyes are opening. You see the dangers. And you see Yahweh's presence. You feeling them, right? The Holy Spirit, the force, the source, right, of life, right? Right? He opened your eyes and your ears, right? He found you worthy to proclaim his name and seek him, right? Who molds the potter's clay? All right? So let's get this picture up anyway. Let's get this picture up. Right, the visual here. Valley of dry bones, right? Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. See that? Get them skin on, them sinews, that breath, Holy Spirit, right? The Ruah, right? The Torah. Let's get to, so what is your duty, right? Once you get to that level, what is your duty once you get these in your innards, right? What's your duties? When Yahweh gives you the sinews and that breath of life in you, what's your duty? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 3. The orders from Yahweh. And he said to me, son of man, eat what is before you, eat the scroll, then go and speak to the people of Israel. So I opened my mouth and he gave me the scroll to eat. These same orders again. He said to me, son of man, eat the scroll I'm giving you and fill your stomach with it. So I ate it. And it tasted as sweet as honey in my mouth. How about that Torah? Then he said to me, son of man, go now and people of Israel and speak my words to them. You are not being sent to a people of obscure speech and strange language, but to the people of Israel. Not too many people of obscure speech and strange language whose words you cannot understand. Right? Right? I will make you hard right in the forehead. Right? As you read on. See that? So you supposed to speak his word. He opens the ears of the ones he chooses, right? To heed your calling. But that's his orders for me, right? Right? That's the Son of Man who has his words in his innards, right? To proclaim, prophesy, speak to the people of Israel, to the house of Israel, right? Now, what's the goal of all this, right? What's the goal? We're gonna get to that too, right? But first, we're gonna see what this about this valley of dry bones, because that's you know what I'm saying? You gotta purge your flesh to get resurrected. That carnal soul. You gotta be that unblemished lamb, right? Fighting your carnal flesh, your desires. It's a constant battle every day, right? Let's go to first. I'll get this picture up, right? The Star Wars Return of the Jedi, right? The end with the spirit. That was Luke's father, right? Right? Where was Moses buried? With his he was going carried to his fathers when he was buried, wasn't he? Right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the bosom of Abraham. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 10. Read that real quick. Then David rested with his ancestors and was buried in the city of David. Oh, long live the king, right? Buried with his ancestors, his fathers, right? Right? And what are the fathers awaiting? What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? David and Moses and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The ones that was found holy to Yahweh and worthy, right? What are they awaiting? First, let me show you an abomination they throw you off. We're going to answer that question. But first, let me show you how they try to throw you off. I'm talking about the ones in power, so-called power today of this realm, right? Of death. All right. Let's go to, let's see. All right. Let's go to this character. Y'all know who he is in a minute. All right. Once it comes up, 1 minute. Y'all know who it is when he come up there. Famous rapper right now. He hot right now, right? Let's get a picture. Right? The Black Panther rapper, right? The police killer, the revolutionist, right? Look at him with some red, some pink rubber bands in his braids. He's so sweet, right? He hard. Them prison raps, right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's go into this new song he got, right? It's called Somebody Pray For Me. Right, we gonna get into this. We're gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down for you, right? Let's see. It's called Somebody Pray For Me. 1 second. I ain't gonna steal you wrong. Please don't try this at home. Somebody pray for me. Right. Expose the devils. Raising walls up like Jericho. Right. Let me see the lyrics. Here we go. Right. I'm gonna read this out to you, right? Let's see. Verse 2. All right, this is rap you do, right? I fight the world. This Kendrick Lamar. I fight the world. I fight you. I fight myself. I fight God. Just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain and hurricanes. Today I wept. I'm trying to fight back tears, flood on the doorsteps. Living life of living hell. Put us of blood in the streets. Shoes on top of the building. Government aid ain't relief. Earthquake. The body drop. The ground breaks. The poor run with smoke lungs and Scarface. We need a hero. You need a hero. Look in the mirror. Let go your hero. Who on the front lines of ground zero? My heart don't skip a beat, even when hard times bumps the needle. Mass destruction and mass corruption. The souls of suffering man clutching on deaf ears again. Rap. It's the key part. Pay attention. Rapture is coming. It's all prophecy. And if I got to be sacrificed for the greater good, then that's what it got to be. Ah, he's so brave. He's sacrificing himself for the greater good, right? Right? I'm dying for the good of cause, right? That ain't what he's talking about. You got to use that temple, man. You got Yahweh puts that Holy Spirit of truth in you to fight through the deceptions and darkness, right? Let me break it down for you, right? See, he knows what he's got coming. He signed on that dotted line, right? Right? He said a rapture's coming. He talked about that 2/3. That we're gonna get into that too. At that death of the earth, 85% of life, right? Right. So he seduced, right? He know what he got coming. He tries to initiate you into that, right? Money, cars, and hoes, all the nigga knows, right? He try to initiate you into that death contract he in, right? The covenant with death, right? Right? Tell him he got sacrificed for the greater good. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be sacrificing for the greater good, right? Let's go to Isaiah 28, verse 18. What kind of covenant he in, right? Let's get to that covenant. Isaiah 28, verse 18. Right? Right? The rubber band braids. Right? Weirdo. Isaiah 28, verse 18. Your covenant with death will be annulled. See, he thought he was going to have the fast life because he know what it is now. Right? He know it's up. He's done. Your agreement with the realm of the dead will not stand. It's from Yahweh, right? When the overwhelming scourge sweeps by you, you will be beaten down by it. See that? He ain't got no sanctuary, no protection. He ain't set apart. Right? Right? Let's go to Zechariah 13, verse 18. Zechariah. Right? The mark. Zechariah 13, verse 8 to 9. The idol, right? The image of the beast, right? And put in front of you. Zechariah 13, verse 8 and 9. It will come about in the land, declares Yahweh, that 2 parts in it will be cut off and perish, but the third will be left in it. And I will bring the third part through the fire. Refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. And I will answer them. I will say, they are my people. And they will say, Yahweh is my God. The one that he said he would fight, right? But I tell you what, Kendrick Lamar, thank you for sacrificing for the good. Thank you for sacrificing for me. You know what I'm saying? My body's going to need that resurrection. I'm going to need some fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? The maggot's going to eat you up. You're going to fertilize the soil. You're going to be, you know what I'm saying, the fire ash, right? Your gut's going to be the cow dung. You know, cow dung needed for plants to grow up and life to live. There you go. He's sacrificing for the greater good. Right? You the cow dung fertilizer. Appreciate it, dummy. Right? Right? Let's see what else he's doing, right? Let's go to second Esdras. Right? Second Esdras. Chapter 7, verse 47 to 48. Right? Another one, that covenant. Second Esdras, verse 40, chapter 7, verse 47 and 48. Right? Where is that? 47 to 48. Now I see the world to come will bring the light to few, but torment to many. So bring the light to a few, that 1/3, but a torment to everybody else, the 2/3. The inclination to do evil grew in us. It alienated us and led us into corruption in the past that lead to death. It showed us the way to damnation and removed us far from life. And this happened not to a few people, but to nearly all who were created. Right? Nearly all creation. Right? Right? Let's see, get some more here. The alienation, the covenant of death, alienated by sin, right? This is most of the earth following right here. This is what most of the earth following. Right? I'm gonna expose this nigga demon. Kendrick Lamar. Look. He following the beast. Look at it. Last Passover. Christ. Beast. Death. Death on the stick cross. right? Right? Death, right? Drinking blood, flesh of flesh, and blood of blood, right? Death, right? See, let's go. It's that rebellion against God. He said he's gonna fight God, right? That rebellion, the Christ worship, Sunday church, the covenant of Sunday church, self-worship, NBA, NFL, American Idol, all scatter you, right? New sneakers, and who know watch the news, and what's the prices today? The stocks up or down, right? Right? Will I be able to afford these bills this week? And all this scattering your brain, all this stress and distractions. I need to buy this new rapper CD. It's coming out next week. Oh, right. When's the Super Bowl? When's March Madness again? So much popcorn circuses, UFC, right? Nonsense, right? Nothing that is important. Like what about Donald Trump, right? Where's he? Hold on. What's the big news this week on Donald Trump, right? Right? Where's Donald Trump putting his penis at? Right? Where's he putting his penis at? You should care about that, right? Donald Trump, where's he sleeping at? Who he's sleeping with? A plastic blow up pig dog looking beast woman. I got chewed up grizzle meat, smelling like death, right? And mothballs. Right? Take off that makeup. She's like a slimy lizard, an albino monkey. That's what she look like. With polka dots. Where's he sticking it at? Right? Right? What about the March for Life? Or March for Our Life, right? Join us, right? It's 1 million of us now. Ooh, so many numbers. Right? So many. We gotta join in and stick together. They doing it for a good cause. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, March for Our Lives. Gun protection. Right? You don't want to die. Right? Let's go a little deeper into this covenant of death. We about to get really real up in here. Right? Now, what about people you growing up with, your relatives and friends? And, you know what I mean? I always remember growing up, I think back, man. I think back to all the people I grew up around and watched and was always associated with. I'm like, man, I was surrounded by dead people. Dead people walking, just because they walk around. I mean, I tell you that in Ezekiel 37. Valley dry bones, none of them people are dead. They spiritually dead. Right? They walking around and talking, but they spiritually dead. They not have no hope of eternal life. They go into like the torments, and they're gonna be cooked from the rooter to the tutor like barbecue hot rocks, right? We'll put charcoals on their rectum, right? Let's go to Isaiah 5 verse 11. Woe to those who rise. That's not it, is it? 1 minute. No, that's it. Woe to those who rise early in the morning to run after their drinks, who stay up late at night till they are aflame with wine. Right? I remember my grandma used to drink beers every night before she went to bed, right? Right? Right. Well, let's go back to your relatives. I'm talking about my grandma, your friends, your dads, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins, right? Right? But yeah, when they die, they all go to heaven, right? When they die, they up in that heaven looking down on you, right? That's what they say in the movies, right? Oh, they're looking down, you know, only God can judge. Only God can judge, right? Well, let's see. Let's go to Exodus 31, verse 14. Exodus 31, verse 14. Right? Observe the Sabbath because it is holy to you. Anyone who desecrated it is to be put to death. Those who do any work on that day must be cut off from their people. So with your family and friends, before they die, your grandma, uncle, auntie, were they going to Sunday church, or was they doing the Sabbath? Well, yeah, it's death. If they wasn't doing the Sabbath, they gonna be rotten, sitting up there waiting to get put in making lava soup, right? Right? Let's go to Exodus 21. This ain't for the lighthearted. It ain't for the lighthearted. 23 to 25. The truth cuts like a razor blade. Right? Exodus 21, verse 23 to 25. Right? Now Yahweh looks at anybody don't do his law. And on in between, it's all the way or nothing. 21, verse 23 to 25. But if there is serious injury, you ought to take life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. Right? Right? You go up there, you got a lot to answer for. You ain't living in this core. 22, verse 25 to 27. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22, verse 25 to 27. Right? I'm gonna give it to you rough, raw, and fast. But if out in the country a man happens to meet a young woman pledged to be married and rapes her, only the man who has done this shall die. Do nothing to the woman. So rapist, you rape the woman, you dead. You dead. You're gonna get knocked out spiritually first here, right? You're gonna be a walking zombie idiot, right? Right? Awaiting judgment of death. Right? Cooked in that hot water, that heat, that rock of flame, that flocka waka, right? Flocka. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11. Right? But Yahweh, see them, the people that you was like, oh, well, they in heaven, this and that. Yahweh called them just like he called you, right? Either they closed their eyes up or he didn't even call them at all because it was so profane, right? Maybe he didn't want to call them. He didn't want to say them because it was evil, right? Right? The sons of darkness and the sons of light, right? Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11. Right. Oh, this is about the transfiguration. We're gonna get into this transfiguration with Elijah. We're gonna get into all of this today. We're gonna get all into this today, buddy. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 11. As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated two of them. And Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Right? How did he do that? Right? Let's get a video up. Right? The movie The Matrix. Right? I'll break this down for you. Let's see. 1 minute. Get this video up.
Non-stop music.
1 minute. Okay. Transfiguration. All right. So you saw her got that call, and she answered that call from Yahweh, right? She was taking, you know, when she went to that, when she answered that call, she went to the bosom, the sanctuary, the promised land of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Right? See, remember that land? Remember Zion in the Matrix? Zion? Right? But where she got taken to when she answered that phone, right? Right when she got transfigured, like like Elijah. She answered that phone, right? She got transfigured, and where she went? To Zion. Temple Man.And. That 1/3 that's set apart, that holy man sanctuary, the purge through the fire, right? That treasured possession, right? Nothing can touch you when you in that holy place, right? The holy place, right? Now before we get to that, before the second resurrection, right? Before the second resurrection, which is the second resurrection, which is the last one, right? You get taken up after the physical transfiguration, right? The purging of flesh, right? So that's the second resurrection. I'm sorry. The first resurrection is when you get taken up after the transfiguration, right? Right. So when you wake up to your knowledge of self, you waking up through the Torah, the waters. You strive and you alert. Now you know your surroundings. You know your how is breathing. He's life. He's everything around you, right? Everything is not real. Death isn't even real, right? That's the first resurrection, all right? The second one is when you get the physical one, when you come back into the fleshly form. But we're going to get to that, right? Right? Because at first you got to purge your carnal desires, your flesh, right? Right? Before you get into that coffin and get the second resurrection. But something happens after you die in the flesh. So after you wake up from the first resurrection, you die. You still got to die physically, right? But your soul rises, right? Right? Let's go to 2 Esdras, chapter 77, verse 82. First, we're going to get the judgments of the wicked first. When their soul rises, what happens to them? Right? We're going to bring this all around. It's a lot of information to bring out. So 2 Esdras, chapter 7. A lot of information in 2 Esdras, chapter 7. Verse 77 to 82. You have a treasure of work stored up with the Most High, but it won't be shown to you until the last times. Here we go. Now, a word about death. When the fire goes forth from Yahweh that a person should die, when the spirit recedes from the body so that it may be sent again to him who gave it, the first things to stand in awe before the glory of the Most High. Right? If the spirit belonged to one of those who showed contempt and didn't keep the Most High's way, if it was one of those who despise his law and who hates those who fear Yahweh, that's a lot of people today, isn't it? That's a 2/3. These spirits don't go into the dwellings, but would immediately wander about in torments. So you ain't going to the bosom. You going to the back, blade cutting, hot heat, acid drinking, skin getting ripped off, your nose hairs, your lungs getting melted through your bowels. They will constantly grieve and be sorrowful for 7 reasons, right? We're going to get to that too, right? So you getting 2 deaths, one to the coffin and one to the hot rock fountains, right? Right? Let's get the rest. Let's get the rest of that right now. The first reason, this for the demon, nigga demons, right? Right? The first reason, because they despise the law of the Most High. The second reason, because they can't now effectively change their hearts and lives so they might live. The third reason, because they will see the reward laid up for those who have believed the Most High's testimonies. The fourth reason, because they will consider the torment laid up for themselves in the last days. The fifth reason, because they see that's that hot rocks they looking at about to get thrown into the pit of heat, right? And the fifth reason, because they will see the dwelling place of others guarded by angels, right? I can see that now, right? I'm guarded by them cherubim. The sixth reason, because they see the torment coming upon them from now on, eternal. The seventh reason, which is greater than all the previously mentioned reasons, because they will melt away in confusion and be consumed in disgrace. They will wither in fear when they see the glory of the Most High, before whom they sinned when they were alive, and before whom they are to be judged in the last times. Let's get to the righteous when they raise up from the death, when their soul gets raised up back to the Father. Temple Man time. The arrangement for those who kept God's ways is this: when they begin to be separated from the corruptible body. In the time of their exile, here they labored hard to serve the Most High. That's number one. They labored in this walk, in this Torah. Got the measurements of the temple, walked through it, seen it, lived it. Every hour they endured danger so they may keep the law. Of the lawgiver perfectly. Therefore, this is the word about them. First, they will see with great joy the glory of him who receives them. They will rest on account of 7 orders. The first order, because they have struggled hard to overcome the evil thought fashioned within them, so that wouldn't lead them astray from life to death. That's fighting your carnal urges, right? Your lowest self, you rose, you fought. The second order, because they see the panic in which the souls of the wicked wander and the punishment that awaits them. So you get to see them suffering and gnashing at their teeth and pulling their fingernails off in fear, biting them off. The third order, seeing the testimony that the Maker has testified on their behalf, because when they were alive, they kept the law that was given through faith. The fourth order, understanding the peaceful rest that they now enjoy, gathered in their resting chambers, gathered by angels in deep silence, and understanding the glory that awaits them in the last days. The fifth order, rejoicing in how they have now escaped the corruptible and how they will have a future inheritance. Moreover, seeing the narrow space full of labor, in which they have been freed, and the spacious place they are about to receive and enjoy, that now that they are immortal. The sixth order, when they are shown how their face begins to shine like the sun, and how they begin to be like the stars as beings of incorruptible light. The seventh order, which is greater than all those mentions, because they will rejoice with confidence and with trust without being disappointed, and will rejoice without fear, for they hasten to see the face of him whom they served when they were alive, and from whom they are about to receive a reward now that they are glorified. This is the order of the souls of the just, as it is announced immediately, and those who previously mentioned are the ways of torment. Right? Right? Let's see who these wicked are trying to get away, right? Right? Let's look at some of them. Right? The ones that want to see me fall, the ones that going to try and test me. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's like, you know, going to attack me for serving the Most High. They laughing. Ooh, look at this. Vampire witch. Was she 1,000 years old? We don't know. She get little African boys, organs, trying to live forever because she know where she going. Drinking little girls' blood, trying to live. A vampire. Look at her. Right? Right? What she trying to escape judgment. All right, let's get another demon. Let's get another one. So now it's a guy that died recently. Right? God, he was the most smartest man ever. Dude couldn't even stop slobber from going down the side of his face, but he the smartest man ever. A damn human eggplant. Talks about he the smartest man ever. Science teacher, atheist, demon, usher in, initiate you into death, right? Got 4 teeth in his mouth, can't even eat a carrot, right? Y'all would snatch his. What do you think happened to now? Y'all were gonna snatch him out that wheelchair and put a hot rock down his throat. Right? Right? Now you're just a paraplegic fried pork chop. Right? Stephen Hawkins. Let's proceed. Remember this movie? Remember this movie here? Transcendence. Do you know what they was pushing in that movie? Transcendence. We're gonna get into that too. Right? This is what they was hoping. This is what the elites hope for. Well, the so-called elites, the blood-drinking demons, right? The ones got this earth in complete darkness so they can have dominion, right? Right? Because this earth is done away with. It's on its last legs, right? Too much corruption and sin through Adam. It's got to get purged, right? They be telling you in the movies, it's got to get purged, right? We're going to get into that too. But first, we're going to watch this video. Let's get into this. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you. Let's get to Transcendence. Transcendence. Let's start at 30.
Try on.
Death on a bun. 10, 30.
Tell Agent Buchanan about yourself.
I am PIN, a physically independent neural network invented by Dr. Will Castor.
Can you prove that you are self-aware?
That's a difficult question, Dr. Tagger. Can you prove that you are?
Can't program a machine to be self-aware.
See that? That's all you need. So see, that's what they want to do. They want to put their conscience in computers, right? That new age, right? That new age, right? They want to escape death, be immortal here on this plane, right? They're fools. They're scared. They're scared of that fire. They got that self-accusing spirit y'all put in them, right? They want to get it all right now and live up and have a little sex with children and fulfill all their desires, sucking shrimp back spines and eating pork snot noses, and you know what I'm saying, and digging up holes in the earth and causing earthquakes and deaths. Well, Yahweh causing an earthquake, he put that spirit on to do all that stupid stuff, digging in rocks and getting all the resources and killing the earth and all that. They killing themselves, right? But they're scared of the judgment. I'm talking about Amalek, the blood drinkers and suckers and so-called elites, the ones that sign with them. Because it is a spiritual war. It ain't just them, it's a bloodline, but it's spiritual as well. The ones signed on and joining with them in deals, right? Forming this matrix all around you, right? Look down on you because you ain't got no more physical substance in them with them. That's all they can see. They carnal, but you storing up treasures in heaven to be that temple man, right? This was in store for them. Let's go to Revelation 9. Revelation 9, verse 6, right? He's gonna go to the New Testament because that phallic demon Christ that you're trying to worship is in there. Like it's a Torah teacher, but I don't worship no man. That fake Christ deity, right? But there's some truth in the so-called New Testament. Let's go to Revelation 9, verse 6. During those days, people will seek death, but will not find it. They will long to die, but death will elude them. What? See that? They gonna want to die, but they won't be the torture and the pains Yahweh gonna hit them with, right? They gonna be like this. Man, temple man, nah mix. They want to mesh the flesh with the self-aware program. What they call it, transcendence. They try to do a whole little cheaper little transfiguration of Elijah, right? They try to do a transfiguration, right, with mechanicals and science and death, right? Right? Let's go to 2nd Ezra 7. Right? Well, first of all, I don't care how many organ transplants, right, or machine potted bars they get. Y'all are gonna snatch their ass up. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 10 to 14. Let's go deep into this. Right? And I said it is so Yahweh, and he said to me, even so is Israel's portion. That's not it. Oh, 7 and 10. The entrance thereof is narrow and set in dangerous place to fall, like as if there were fire on the right hand, and on the left of deep water. Let's get down to verse 10. Right? Let's go to verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass danger set before, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said to Yahweh, and he said to me, even so, also is Israel's portion. Right? Let's get a better one than that. 2nd Kings. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7. I don't know where that's from. That's a weird translation. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 9 and 10. Let's see, this is a better one. 9 and 10. Oh, here we go. Better. If that city is given to someone as an inheritance, if the heir doesn't pass through the danger, how will that heir receive the inheritance? I said, indeed, Lord. Then Yahweh said, so also is Israel's portion. I indeed made the world on account of them. He made the world for Israel, right? His nation, he rising up. That's what the new world is created for. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 7, verse 10. No, we did that. Let's go to Malachi 3, verse 3. Right? He did this for Israel. No one else. 3, verse 3. Right? Right? How's he going to do that? How are you going to get you there? Right? How's your help going to get you there? It says Malachi 3, verse 3. He will sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver. He will purify the Levites and refine them like gold and silver. It will belong to Yahweh, presenting a righteous offering. Let's get gold and silver up. I'm just going to read these scriptures out to you. I got this picture. Let's go to Jeremiah 46, verse 28. Jeremiah 46, verse 28. Oh, man. 46, verse 28. But you have no fear, Jacob. You have no fear, Jacob. Be not dismayed, O Israel. I will deliver you from far away. Your folk from the land of captivity, and Jacob again shall have calm and quiet, with none to trouble him. But you have no fear, right? Let's go to Proverbs 20, verse 15, and get more about this gold and silver, right? Proverbs 20, verse 15, because this world was made for you. You know what I'm saying? Was created for you. Proverbs 20, verse 15. Gold is plentiful, jewels abundant, but wise speech is a precious object. That's what you get from the thorn. Wow. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. For you are a people consecrated to Yahweh, your God. All the peoples on earth, Yahweh, your God, chose you to be his treasured people. Right? Let's go to Psalms 119, verse 2. 119, verse 2. Why? Why are you his treasured people? Because you black? No. 119, verse 2. Happy are those who observe his decrees, who turn to him wholeheartedly. Because you only can see him wholeheartedly through the Torah. Wow. You gotta go through the rites, right? The third degree, the purging of the flesh, fighting the carnal desires, learning, getting these scriptures in your inners, right? Praying to him diligently for help, to be in that sanctuary, to talk his Torah, to speak it out and prophesy it, even though you might be, you know what I'm saying, threats with death, right? You gotta be above that. You gotta call on him diligently and work and strive, right? Let's get one more. Let's get two more. Matter of fact, 2nd Ezra. Right? Them demons ain't got no hope for. That's why they hate you so much. Right? Let's see. 14. 14 must be. I think it's 2nd Ezra 2, verse 14. Let's see. 2, verse 14. Let's see. 2 verse, let's see, it's a new, hold on. Second Ezra. 1 minute. I don't find its precept. 2nd Ezra's. I think it's chapter 7. It has to be 7. Okay, here we go. I think that's it. 1 minute. Doesn't be no sun. Only a few will be saved. It's kind of going slow here. 1 minute. Over a few. Here we go. One minute. Trying to find a new heaven and new earth. Can't find a precept. See if it's in Daniel. Daniel, maybe. Daniel chapter 12. Oh, it is Daniel chapter 12. All right, so it's the last scripture here. No, first we're going to go to Isaiah. We'll go to Isaiah and we'll get to that. We'll go to Isaiah 53, verse 7 to 12. Right? Let's get the temple man up in here. Isaiah 53, verse 7 to 12. You know, the world hate the temple man. You know, that comes with the territory. They see that light from Yahweh beaming down on your head. They want a piece of that like a moth. They get burned up trying to come near you. Yahweh sent that death into their front door for his people. All right. Here we go, temple man. Isaiah 53, verse 7 and 12. Talk about me. He was oppressed and afflicted. Right? Once Yahweh calls you, he afflicts you when you one of his chosen. That's love. Chastisement. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was like a lamb led to the slaughter. And as a sheep before it shears is silent, so he did not open his mouth. See, they want you to think that's Jesus Christ, right? That ain't you, right? You get your head and your spirit kicked in every day. That's Jesus. It can't be you, right? Verse 8, by oppression and judgment, he was taken away. Yet of who his generation protested, for he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people, he was punished. For the transgression of Israel, I was punished. He was assigned a grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, though he had not done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it was Yahweh's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. That's love. Yahweh wants me to raise me up to him, right? That's why I dropped to my knees. He crushed me, had me praying to him. I was lost, done, right? And though the Yahweh makes his life an offering for sin, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of Yahweh will prosper in his hand. After he has suffered, he will see the light of life and be satisfied. By his knowledge, my righteous servant will justify many, and he will bear their iniquities. Therefore, I will give him a portion among the great, and he will divide the spoils with the strong, because he poured out his life unto death and was numbered with the transgressors, for he bore the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors. See, I got that. I'm in that temple, man, already. I'm already seeing the Zion, the 1/3, the promised land. To my holy of holies, I can pray to him anytime. He hears my prayers. He called me when he had me in them while I was transgressing. He brought them chastisements and pains. I thought it was just by chance. Why couldn't I get on it? As soon as I got the word, I was awake and I was in the temple, man. I'm striving and reading. I'm raised up. The light I can see. I'm not blinded, man. Temple man, mix. Sending a light wave through your particle beam, microwave explosion, nuclear meltdown, death wave, skin melting. Lightning bolt bursting your head, membrane into a wall, painting it red till it stops, dries up in the sun, it cooks and smells like cooked pork. Jacob. And he told me, what Yahweh tell me, what he said I'm going to get for this work, right? Yahweh. What did he say I'm going to get for this work? In chapter 12, verse 2 to 3. Move on my way, right? Get out my way. This is for me. Please hate me, right? Daniel 12, verse 2 to 3. Multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake. some to everlasting life, others to shame and everlasting contempt. Right? Those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. Yahweh God. I hope Yahweh open your eyes, give you ears to hear and eyes to see. Right? Temple Man.And, the resurrection. I'm out. Shalom. Yahweh, yeah, he's my power, yeah, y'all niggas liars, yeah, I'm never tired, yeah, I'm sending fire, shout out Elijah, TK my fire, my friend is Yahweh. Laters.